Good dudes, man. Trey's a good solid dude. Um,
Yeah.
so so with writing, writing pop, writing country, writing metalcore, do you find a through line to everything? Is there a kind of a way that you like to attack a song? Are you let's not get too riffy, let's not get to this, let's not get to that.
I mean, it kind of just depends on all of my guys in the room are trying to not be seen in the video, so they're crawling on the floor.
Nice.
It just kind of depends on the song and and like so what kind of song it is. Like I'm a big riff guy, so if it's like a heavier song or even like some country songs, like I really like to attack the riff first and make sure you get something that's hooky and catchy and it's not always the most technical riff that wins, but it's also not always the three note riff that wins. So I'm a big riff guy and I'm a big like hook melody guy, so that has to be king to me. Um, and then yeah, it just kind of every song is a little different. So I don't really have a process, but it normally is music and then hooks for me. I think. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little different every time.
Do you have a problem, maybe dealing with certain artists when you go to write and do production work with them? When you write a song and that's your baby and they get real protective of their baby and you're like, why don't you try this and this, and they're like, no, this is how it goes and this is how it's going to be. Do you feel like you run into that a lot?
It depends. Like I feel like most people that come to me like know what I do. Um, and so the reason I feel like I mean, it just depends on the situation. But a lot of times, like I'm all about working together to find something that's like a happy medium for everybody. Like, if I go into a write and, end up writing the whole song by myself, that's great. If I go into a write and end up coming to something 50-50 that we're all really excited about, like my whole thing is just like let the best parts win. So, if I go into write and write none of the song and it's great or only had a couple of things, like that's great too. So I try to be easy to work with because there's nothing worse than being with, stubborn people.
What do you find like the difference in the way you started writing maybe the first Wage War album to where you are now? Do you approach it differently than you even did back then?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, the reason I got into songwriting is I was the first one, in all of my bands growing up that got like a recording rig. So I think I started on like Pro Tools 7.4, and I had no idea what I was doing. I was just pressing record. I had an electric drum set, some guitar, and a Zoom pedal, and so I just kind of went for it in an SM58 microphone. So I would just go on it like that, and then I kind of weaved through different programs and landed on Logic, and then so that's kind of how I got started with, um, songwriting and even production stuff. So yeah, I mean, back in the day, like it was just riff fest. Like I just wanted to put as many sick riffs in the song as I could,
Right.
which I still do love doing, but I feel like I'm a lot more to taste now. And I've learned a lot about songwriting in the past like you know 5 or 6 years even that we've been touring. Like I've just really tried to take notes on songs that like aren't even from our genre and just like use different facets of songs that I like in different things in different songs and like even like having like structured metal songs. You know what I mean? Like a lot of our songs are pop structured metal songs. So um, it works. Like it's proven. There's only two or three good song structures and I mean I guess you can do whatever you want, but there certainly is a formula that works and it's what your ear wants to hear and what kind of like makes you listen to a song and just go, oh, there it is. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm just a lot more conscious about writing a good song now than I was back in the day. Like back in the day, it was just like riff fest, but I still love it. So it's all still great to me. It's just the focus is a little different.